Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Queen's Wish, the Conqueror! Last episode, I believe we had gone and cleared out the Foundry Clive located over here. Now, well, we could take a look at the Shadow Mine, we could take a look over here at Seven Oaks Mine. I think maybe we'll go towards Seven Oaks Mine, do some more exploration, see what we can find. Out and about here. You approach the door to this rotting farmhouse. Something is inside. You hear shouting and thumping around. Open the door. You open the door an inch. Then someone slams against it and knocks it wide open. You see a mage of Haven, an old, bedraggled man, veteran of the road. He runs behind you. Then a bunch of mirelings pour out of the building, hot on his heels. Oh! I think maybe we found the guy we were supposed to be looking for. Oh, goody. A mireling touched. That's what I want to see. Gotta get my guys in closer so they can shoot him. Ow! Not keen on that. Sure, I'll take all the help I can get here. Almost got that touched. It'll take some running in order to get a bit closer, but we'll get there. You know what? Missed. I had a feeling that would probably happen. That knockback really did nothing and didn't actually knock me back. And fireball. Well, that did more damage than I expected, but... I mean, less than I'd expected. Yeah, you guys... Our ranged can go after the flingers, while our melee guys can work on the bashers. I think that'll work. Ow! Fear, sure. Fear the one who's actually already wounded. That's exactly what I want. Almost got that one. And bashing him removed the fear? Or he's still feared? I don't know. There goes that one. Honestly, you guys can finish that one off, so start walking towards that flinger. You know, I would have preferred if you'd actually done damage, because that would have actually killed it. There we go. The battle won, the man you rescued dusts himself off. He runs up and shakes your hand enthusiastically. Thank you, oh thank you! I am Jeremiah Bushwick, on my way to Fort Muck to serve as sage when I was bushwhacked. I will rush to my post now. I hope to see you... He finally notices your insignia. Oh, the prince! What an honor. I'm sure I'll see you soon. He rushes off toward the safety of the fort. Alright, good. We actually found the guy. You know what? Let's go in and talk to him right away and regain our health. Oh, up here. And in here. Chief Clive. Did Jeremiah Bushwick arrive safely? Yes, he did. Finally. I'm not letting him out of the gates. He's already tried to escape 4 times. The next time he tries, I'll break his knees. She's probably joking. You don't need to be able to walk to be a sage. Maybe she's not joking. Oh, he was babbling something about wanting to talk to you, if you have time to speak with him. Will do. Right away. He's probably down here. There he is. Jeremiah Bushwick has settled into his office in the Fort Muck headquarters. He is surrounded by scrolls and books, few related to his actual job as sage, all brought out here by him. He rises and kneels when you enter. Prince, I have to thank you again for saving my life. I hope that I can be useful to you here. Studying Sacramentum has occupied much of my life. I'm so happy to be out here at last. Have you recovered from your adventure with the mirelings? Oh, of course. Those simple creatures were not difficult to evade, especially with my magical abilities. It also gave me an excellent chance to observe them, their odd spirit and their lack of intelligence. Did they injure you? No, although I did bruise my knee on a stool when running through that ruined farmhouse. Their lack of intelligence? Oh, don't let their human aspect fool you. They're almost entirely mindless. However, they are unnerving mimics. They imitate human behavior. Their utterances and actions sometimes lull human prey into a sense of complacency, giving the mirelings a chance to strike. Where did mirelings come from? Nobody knows. The suspicion is that they are made by a mad Ariel mage. That does tend to be the way of things on Sacramentum. They were made in the Ariel, but most of them migrated to the Yucat long before Haven came. The swamp suits them better. They prefer it for some reason. Jeremiah Bushwick continues to chat with you, but he keeps being distracted by scrolls or jobs undone or weird theories that occur to him out of nowhere. Occasionally you manage to keep him on track for a minute or two. You are the sage here. That is the job I volunteered for. It was necessary to get a berth on one of the first ships back to Haven. What is your job? Officially, I am the sage. I keep records, send out orders, maintain the history of the battalion. Occasionally trade with the simple Ukatish folk. I've been doubling as quartermaster until General Ajax can spare a proper one. Fortunately, none of this takes long, so I can still spend time on my true work. Where might I meet some of these humble Ukatish folk? Oh, they're everywhere, trudging through the mud and looking for things to be insulted by. Don't expect to work with them much, though. You are a prince, after all. They'll be scared of you. It's probably your lot in life to learn most by speaking to the rich and powerful, who, of course, know very little. I could use some supplies. Jeremiah looks you over. You're a prince, though. Everything you're using is far, far better than anything we have for our soldiers. What is your true work here? History! I am the foremost student of the history of Sacramentum and of Haven's time here. It is my life's work, but I had learned all I could back in the safety of our lands. I had to come here. I specifically requested a post in Ukatish lands. I'm sure, as a prince, you are interested in learning. Perhaps we can help each other. You have studied all of Sacramentum? I have read everything I possibly could about the Vol, the Ariel, the legends of the Nisei, the Calamity. What always interested me most was the Ukatish. Why are the Ukatish so interesting? They have so much history, all of it angry. So few vassal states are so driven by rage for so long and yet manage to be functional and useful as vassals. You hinted that I might help your studies. Indeed. I've been talking to certain Ukatish, spreading a few coins, collecting tales and rumors. In my spare time, of course. There are 2 places where the Ukatish may have lost scrolls of their history. If you can bring them to me, I can be more useful to you as a sage. How are these scrolls hidden? Look for a stone pillar with runes carved into it. This usually marks places where bits of interesting history happened. Often the Ukatish will bury scrolls at those markers. Then they can always recover information about whatever insult they received there. Where's the first set of scrolls? An Ukatish scout told me that she saw a ruined stone near the Seven Oaks mine to the northeast. Something useful might be buried there. And the second set? Well, this is more of a hunch. There's a particularly haunted bog to the north. The locals call it the Mist Maze. They stay away from it, but it is surrounded by shades. Lots of legends about it. There must be some history hidden there. How could there not be? Alright then. So a bunch of sets of scrolls that it sounds like are hidden. Yep, Seven Oaks Mine and the Mist Maze. Simple enough. Alright. Done enough there. Let's get out of here and go back to wandering. Looked like there was a location just to the north, so I guess we can go find it and take a look at it. Oh, this is a thing. What is this? There's a lovely hut out here deep in the fen. It is surrounded by carefully tended patches of herbs and flowers. Smoke rises from the chimney. The door is closed. Knock on the door. Someone shouts something at you through the door. It's an elderly woman's voice, but you can't make it out. You ask her to repeat herself. She says it again. All you can make out is, "Not safe! Too many ghosts!" Too many ghosts? You meet a band of Ukatish swamp runners. They are surprisingly friendly to you. You're covered with the stinking mud of the swamp now. That makes you fit in. They warn you that the woods to the northwest are thoroughly haunted and the ghosts tend to be less friendly to outsiders. Also, a drake has been seen circling in the sky. You thank them and move on. Okay, so I guess we'll need to do something about the ghost before she's willing to talk to us. These roads are watched by a patrol of Ukatish swamp runners. They lack the firm resolve of most of their warriors. In fact, they are terrified. They barely even notice that you are Haven. They tell you that this part of the swamp is haunted and advise you to move through it quickly and stick to the road. Then they take their own advice. You see a group of young Ukatish warriors. They have filthy leather armor and wicked barbed spears, and the cold and mist doesn't bother them at all. They are walking through the fen, but they seem confused and lost. They watch you nervously from a safe distance. Talk to them. They are friendly for Ukatish. They were nervous at first, but then they realize that you are a Havenite. They were sent by their clan to sign on with Haven's army. This is very common in vassal states. Haven pays very well and provides excellent training. Give them directions to a Haven fort. Fortunately, you have rebuilt one of Haven's fortresses in the Ukat. You give these soldiers directions. They march off in the correct direction. Your battalions are strong, but Haven is never able to control a vassal state without recruiting warriors that already live there. Excellent. As you travel through this part of the swamp, the air grows colder. In some places, icy mud crunches under your feet. The mist in the air is thicker. In places, it seems to move under its own volition. Seems like a pretty standard haunting, not uncommon in these less developed lands. Haven officers receive regular training on what to do when a haunting is found. There's a formal process in place. The mist surrounding you coalesces. It takes a solid form. Vague, humanoid shapes glide toward you over the water. Yeah, I saw them just suddenly appear, so I had a feeling they were going to show up and attack us. Here goes one. Icy Shade. Okay, those are probably going to be rough. Oh, goody. They cause vulnerable. Also, let me take a look here. We've got regular shades. Level 10, 84 health. Bleeding, poison, and mental. None of that does anything. Same with this. Good to know. I just noticed... Oh, that's a Banshee! Oh, that ain't good. Okay, you know what? Whirlwind attack. We get that Icy Shade dead, we'll be able to get over and stop that Banshee, who is gone to our mage! Okay, you need to get rid of that Banshee, please. You fight that Shade. Fear. Wonderful. Brutal Blow. We won't get the bleeding on it, but it will nearly die. There we go. Good. Okay. Get a heal on her. Thank you. Okay. Appears to be something here. Oh, that's the Seven Oaks Mine. Don't know if we'll have time to go through all of it. Not now, anyway. So I'll do a little more wandering. Ah, here's something. Saving. Alright, what are these? In this circle of standing stones, you find a small band of mirelings surrounding a massive beast. The mirelings try to flee. The massive beast crushes one of them under its hoof. They stop running. Then their master picks one of them up in its mouth and flings it at you. Battle is joined. I'm sorry, did you say that it flung one of the mirelings at me? That is kind of amusing. You know what? Just for the sake of doing something. There, fear. That's a little bit of control. Fireball... can't hit all of them. But this... can't hit all of them. Damn it. Okay, you know what? Fine. Poison Rain... There, on those. That'll work. Let the fear one run. Okay, Patricia, you need some help here. Okay, we're probably going to kill the rest of those with another whirlwind attack. Excellent. Okay, Patricia is in trouble. We need to get rid of that Meyer boar. One more hit. Ow. There we go. Oh, wait, we still have that one up there. And this is why I don't care for fear very much. Because then you gotta chase these things down. You know what? Throw up a healing wave. There we go. You search the nests of the Mirelings. There's nothing but gnawed bones and trash. You find a skeleton clad in rusting armor. You can find no identification. You do, however, find a scattering of silver coins. You collect them. Well, that's useful. Yes, this is mostly just an exploration episode, I think. More ghosts. Come on, get over here. Once again, spirits to deal with. Quite a few. And one is dead. Looks like they're... Oh, another icy shade, and most of the rest are just regular shades. Okay. Didn't get that one. You know what? No, Icy Wave probably won't do much. So, Poison Rain. Yeah, I know they're immune to poison. They're spirits. How could they be not immune to poison? Doing a fair amount of damage. I don't care for that. There we go. Healing wave. And we're good. What's this sign say? Nicholas South, Ganelspan North. Huh. It's interesting. There's something in here. Oh, Haven report. No theft, no theft. No theft risk from anywhere. And we got 4 wood, a ton of stone, 2 iron, and no quicksilver, and 82 gold. We're doing good. Things are going well. Let's see what's in here. This clearing has been scorched and trampled. Intense heat has actually overcome the moistness of the moss and muck and left a layer of char over everything. Remembering what runner Sarange told you, you look for drake tracks. Soon you find them. A long line leading into a thicket. As you look at it, an old withered drake bursts out of it, circles around over your head, and flies off to the northwest. Then a bunch of its offspring run out of the thicket after it, growling sadly. Freshly abandoned, they decide to hunt their own meat. Oh, sure. Lizards. I don't mind. Charge in. You'll be fine, I'm sure. I have a feeling that one's going to try and get around us. Oh, they're all trying to get around us. Oh, I don't care for that very much. Yeah, one of those. And whirlwind attack does a number on him. You, fireball, probably won't do anything against the 2 fire lizards. Actually, it still does. Very shocking. Not too keen on that fire lizard going over there. Please try and kill it. There we go. And there we go. You have survived the ambush. You search the thicket and find an abandoned nest, stinking of sulfur and rotting meat. There is no treasure. The drake must be hiding in another lair. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least we got a clue about that drake. We did kill a few spirits. Nope, too many ghosts. We probably need to clear them out of something. Probably the Seven Oaks Mine, now that I think about it, but really? This episode is at a length where I can't really start any dungeons right now. Just kind of a bother. Okay, let me go back into the fort. I don't think I have anything I can add. We have a ton, but what would I put in? A bakery? Wait, what are we getting on wood? Because that has... no. We can't do anything else that uses more wood. That wouldn't be worth it. Same with iron. If it was just stone, I'd be glad to, but we kind of need more wood. Kind of a bother. We haven't really gotten anything new here now, have we? We are pretty good on our... You know what? We'll spend some time decorating this place a bit. Why not? Why not? That sounds like a good idea. I'll put a few decorations around. Do I want to put any statues around? You know what? Yeah, I like having a pair of statues over at the docks. Yeah, this episode is not really as interesting as previous ones, but at least we're getting a few things done. You, get out of there. Thank you. Sure, put a military. Actually, you know what? Make it not those docks. Not those locations. Make it here and here. Yes. Watching over the entrance. I like that idea. What else are we going to put in? About that. Let's see here. Not gonna bother with a chest. Decorations and containers. I do remember what some of the decorations were. We'll throw up a painting, a couple weapons, maybe a container or two. Let's see. What kind of paintings do we have? Let's see, we've got a mountainscape, a bunch of flowers, a castle, a building. I don't know what that is. Ooh, a nice sunset. I think we'll give him a nice sunset. Not the skulls. Just looking at this again a bit. Okay. You know what? We'll throw a chair down there as well. Can't remember what the containers look like. That looks like a bunch of wood, empty basket. That's definitely wood. Some milk, crate, barrel, vase, other thing. Okay, we're definitely gonna put the wood up there. Oh! I got an achievement! Probably for the stuff I was putting up. Aesthetics Master. You know what, you're probably good for... Yeah, that seems like a good idea. that container over here. You need to place this... Oh, this weapon. This is what I wanted. It's weird. When I put it near a wall, it's suddenly a bunch of something else. Right, there was some wood, so... We want more decorations. Oh, no, I didn't want to move there. I mean, this is the carpenters. It would have to be wood. You are going to have quite a bit of decoration here. Okay, you need to show off what you got, after all. Where the hell is... There's an armor stand somewhere. There it is. Anything else? I feel like maybe a container might not be wrong. Something to store stuff. But yes. And we'll throw a container against the wall here. Seems good there. You know what? I kind of like the idea of having a chair in here as well. It would help. To help with wearing everything. The barracks. The barracks definitely needs some things. Let me think. Decorations. Yes, I know what would be there. And we'll throw a painting up as well. Painting in the middle. Make it the castle. And the decorations there and there, which will be that. Makes sense. Yeah. Nice area to basically practice their shooting in. Kinda need some more though, so... Let's add a little more. Throw in a container. Throw in an armor stand. They could probably use one. Right there. For the arrows, and an armor stand here. Perfect. Alright. I think that's all I should put around there. I don't think I can put anything on display in front here very effectively, so I do kind of like that. I think that works. Alright. Did a little work, did a little bit of stuff, and overall I think it's good. I did go to the main screen to see the medals, or achievements, whatever. But I think that works. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, and I think I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, I think maybe we'll head into, what mine was that? Was it? It was the... Seven Oaks mine. We'll go over to that one. I think that's a good choice. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Rupert, Elspeth, Terrence, and Patricia. This has been a Let's Play of Queen's Wish the Conqueror. And I shall see you all next time.